Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. This is how the lighting should work if it was full illumination with this desk. They give us only a 4-foot section, which is not going to cover the length. And according to all their pictures, it should cover the full length. It should cover it as an L shape for full proper illumination. But the stock LEDs are 4 feet long. They do not cover the full thing. They only cover the long section of the desk. And if you split the difference, well, it's still not going to show up right. So I got this kit off Amazon for, I think it was about 10 or 12 bucks. It was cheap. And it was exact specific length to the desk. In fact, it was about an inch and a half longer than what their measurements set against my desk. So that worked out good because it allows me to wrap around the cable just a little bit on the end. So I installed down below here on the bottom edge of the desk. And this way it's not as overbearing on the monitor if you were to do it on the hutch part. And I think it looks really good myself. And of course, it does come with one of these cheaper remotes, which I'll show you in a second, but we can just easily go and change our colors. And green and blue. Different colors as well. Boom. This would be white. And then we have different modes as well. Kind of like all my other LEDs in the house. Well, in the studio. And then you have the off button, on button. Pick your favorite color. I kind of like the blue myself. Anyways, so the desk is now complete. And it's cool. Now, if you want to put a little bit more LED into this, you also got the bookcase on the end as well. Let me turn the lights on. So if you really want to go a little bit more further on the lighting, you could do the back end around the back of the bookcase, light that up separately. It's kind of up to you, whatever you want to do there. But this is the way it should look. This is what they were supposed to give us according to all their pictures for the lighting ability. And now we do have it, but it did cost us extra money. So be prepared that if you do buy this desk, this is something where you're going to have to invest in the proper length. Something they need to change in their packaging is the proper length. Now, interestingly enough, this is the little cheap remote, which comes with way too many sets of LED lights. I have a whole stack load collection of this exact remote. The one that comes with the desk actually looks like this. So there's your close-up and personal of this one. And this remote does not appear to be compatible with these lights, or not very compatible, we'll say. I'm going to say nope. No compatibility at all. So, I still have the original lights. Like I said, they're 4 feet long. I'm not sure where exactly I'm going to put them. I thought about installing them underneath the front end of the desk here. This way it would give me some front underglow if I want to use it. I still may end up doing that yet. I did find out though that the texture of the surface here that they've put on for their powder coated finish, the LED strips don't stick to it. So you're going to have to stick it right to the actual desk material itself. So I just went along the entire back edge all the way across. Worked out perfect. So there you have it. Our desk is finally complete, and now I'm a lot happier. Just not happy that I had to spend, an extra few bucks just to get the proper lighting that they should have supplied in the first place. So other than that, I am starting to get more and more used to this desk over the last couple days since we finished our last video. It's not really changing my mind anyhow as far as, you know, rating this thing as a 3 out of 5, because it is still a very big cautionary to you to decide whether or not you want to buy this, because there are some fitting issues where you are definitely going to have, you know, this gap here. You're going to only be able to get so much of the gap out of between the two desk surfaces. I am finding that I can get a little bit more space for using my mouse for gaming without running into the edge here, because if you are on this side of the desk for your computer with your keyboard and mouse, that is where you're going to have an issue. You won't have any issues on the other side, but like I said, I did not want to end up over there, but because of the way you must set this desk up, you can't have your cake and eat it too, unfortunately. And it did work out in the benefit that I don't have to worry about having my keyboard, you know, partially on here and partially over there. But if I didn't have the keyboard, actually, I probably would just move myself over there if it was not for the keyboard. And that would make more sense. But we still have one more thing to fix, and that is our center post here at the back, because remember, they put all the framing across the back on the long section, and they put it in the middle on this section, on the short section. I still have to get this pushed up enough so that, you know, any excessive weight is not going to make it sag over time. That's the only fix I can think of for it, other than maybe writing the company and saying, hey, do you have another one of these horseshoe things, because this isn't stable enough, you know, and then I can actually get one of the proper height horseshoes, and that would allow me middle support as well as the front, you know, and it would look more pro looking as well, you know, because the other thing is I got to have dead center perfect alignment between the front and the back to actually make it look properly, which I'm not concerned with that. I won't have an issue lining that up. But the thing is, that should have been the same brackets throughout if they were not going to give us frontal support. But at least if we can get some front center support, that would make up the difference to allow for not having to worry about this thing sagging in the middle over time on the long section. So anyhow, that's what I got for you. Now we've got the LEDs. Now we're good to rock and roll. And now you know the entire story of the desk. You know all the details, as well as my thoughts on this thing. And like I said, I am getting used to sitting at this height. It is starting to get a little bit more comfy, I guess, but not a whole lot. I still have this whole thing with, you know, even being boosted up and having my wrists here, it kind of is a little buggy. So what I've been finding is if I stick my butt right back in my chair and I sit up like this, more upright, I can't use my back support to be relaxed, but I can change my angle enough that it's okay. So 1.5 dozen the other battles, right? Anyhow, that's all I got for you guys on this one. So thanks so much for hanging out for a short video, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.